This is Pastor Tim coming to you from Bend, Lomita United Methodist Churches in Central Texas, faithfully trying to living out their commission to invite other people into the community and into faith in Jesus Christ. We are trying to help people with the Bible. It's a difficult book, and so we've been doing themes and stories of the Bible to try to give you a foothold in which to dig in and find your own place and discover your own meaning in those scriptures. It's a complicated book that needs help. Sometimes you need other people. Sometimes you need somebody who's been in the scriptures for a long time. Sometimes you need an expert. I do that for my own sermons after all these years. So we need help in understanding what's going on. So today we're going to talk about Abram and Sarai. That were the names of Abraham and Sarah before God changed their name. This is a thing that's become a tradition through the centuries of a name change after a meaningful experience. God has going to bless them with become the Jewish people, become the people of God, and even the wilderness and in the Holy Land. They're going to be, God's going to be with them, and the experience of accepting God's promise and living that out. God told Abram and Sarai to pick up and go, and He would tell them when they got there. So they were faithful in their assuming that God was true and trustworthy and faithful to His promises. So God decides to give them a new name, and it says, from now on you'll become Abraham, and to Sarai, He says, you will be Sarah. That's been a tradition. Sometimes even in baptism, when you don't have a name until you baptize the child and give them a new name. Sometimes those who take religious vows will take a new name because of that experience. Sometimes growing up, you take a new name. My name is Pastor Tim. Tim, my parents called me Timothy, and then when I was a little older and that was no longer appropriate, they called me Timmy. And when I decided to be grown up on my own, I took for myself the name of Tim. So that sometimes the name doesn't fit as you grow older and it's new circumstances. So the tradition of giving a new name is biblical, and it's been a practice of the church for many centuries. We don't do that too much anymore, but maybe we ought to take a practice of having having a church name, a Christian name, that's given new to us once we decide we want to follow Jesus Christ, once we want to dedicate ourselves to God, to trust God and follow Jesus, and maybe we ought to have a new name. So consider that as you think about what your name is and what people call you. Pick something that's appropriate for you. Some of the names have biblical meanings that you can discover and find new richness in your name. It can be just a name that you use among the family or among friends, but consider a new name. Maybe God will give it to you. Well, I'll see you next time.